Hi guys, so this game starts with knight to f3, which is known as Zucker-Tout opening. And after this, Nakamura continued with c4, which is known as Anglo-Indian defense. And this is the setup of 3 knights variation in Queen's Gambit declined. Bishop to f4 by Hikaru, which is known as Harvard's attack. Okay, so this move is a blunder by black. This is because after takes, now you can see that this dark square bishop is directly targeting towards this king side, and this knight is also under attack. Instead of capturing the knight, it's better for black to play bishop to e5, guarding this knight as well as not allowing the white pieces to attack the black's king. And if white tries to exchange the knights by suppose knight to e2, knight takes e2 check, queen takes e2, and you can see that in the next move black will place his knight to f6 and this game will continue like this. Okay, so in the actual game after bishop takes d4, instead of going to a6, here black must consider knight to e6, attacking this rook. And here Hikaru gives up his rook for two minor pieces. And guys, you will be shocked that here instead of rook to d4, in this position white can actually sacrifice the knight by knight to f6, creating a discover attack on this rook. And if black tries to exchange the rook and then tries to capture this pawn, then this game is over for white. This is because now comes queen to d8 check, king to g7, queen to d7 check, and you can see that in the next move white will grab this rook and wins the game. Okay, so in the actual game after the move rook to d4, here instead of queen to d2, white must consider giving a check. Yeah, queen to c8 check, and suppose if game continues like king to h7, knight to f8 check, king to g8, knight to g6 check, king to h7, knight to e7 threatening queen to g8 mate, and if suppose h5, queen to g8 check, king to h6, queen to h8 check, king to g5, queen takes g7 check, and after king to h4, the final move which white can play, which is knight takes f5 checkmate. How many of you finds that sequence? Let me know in the comment. Okay, so in the actual game after queen to d2, here black played rook to a1. Okay, so everything was fine till here, And now white have to just find the move queen to d2 check to win the game. But instead Hikaru blunders by capturing this pawn on f4. He wants to push this pawn but he forget that now this game is close to equal. This is due to king to h7. Here this black king is escaped now. It's not the right way to continue this game because you are allowing white to bring his king further, supporting these pawns. Instead of this move, here black, so here black must consider the move, which is, so after this move, here black played g5, which is a mistake because you are allowing white's king to bring this king further, supporting these pawns. Instead of this, the best move for black is to play rook to d1 and then continue with g6. And if white tries to push, suppose by e6, simply king to g6, e7, king to f7, and you can see that this pawn is going nowhere and this game is completely equal. Okay, so in the actual game, after the move g5, a mistake by black. Instead of rook to d4, black must consider rook to b4, trying to give multiple checks, because now this, after king to e3, this game is over. And in this position Karpov resigned, because suppose if black captured this pawn, knight takes f5, king to d5, king to g4, and you can see that no one can protect this pawn and white is a pawn up. What an amazing game by Hikaru. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Hit that subscribe button for more because it motivates me a lot, and comment down that how many of you finds this mating sequence. This is your host Bison signing off. Bye bye.